Hey everybody, welcome to AGN Live. I'm Don Zoldi, your host. We are in fabulous San Diego at the ESRI User Conference at the Airspace Link booth. And I've got with me Sonny Beach. He's the sponsor of this stream. So great to have you, Sonny.
Great, thank you, Don. Great to be here. So, real quick introduction, Sonny Beach, VP of Strategic Solutions with Airspace Link. Glad you're here.
Absolutely, and like I said, we're in this booth. Now, you've got deep roots with ESRI. Tell everybody a little bit about that.
Yeah, actually, we do as a company, but then also personal. So I've been actually involved with ESRI for close to 30 years. I think this may be my 30th conference to be out.
My God.
Yeah, so I actually worked early on with ESRI. I was in the Atlanta office there. So yeah, I know these guys well, know the technology well, and always excited when I get back every year.
So 30 years, you've watched this change and grow.
Yeah.
How would you summarize it? What's been the evolution?
Yeah, I would say, right, it's like a lot of technologies. When it first comes out, it was really more personal, like, you know, within an individual organization. Like everything else, it's really started changing to be regional sharing, more real-time data, more intelligence, and obviously this year, as you can imagine, a lot of artificial, right, AI and other things around dynamic data and how critical that is.
So, for people that aren't here, they may not know, like, ESRI, like this, what even is this thing about?
Yeah, so ESRI, people don't know, when it comes to mapping geospatial science, right, I mean, they are the company. I think today, 95% probably of governments and agencies use them to manage all of their data, all their, you know, important data. So if you know anything about mapping, you definitely know it's ESRI. They're the king.
Well, and for you guys, your AirHub portal, which you're showcasing here, you guys plug into ESRI.
Yeah, absolutely. So we use both. So, you know, we do need authoritative geospatial data. So, right, they are the source for that. That's what we need, right? For, as you know, we manage a lot of these airspace risk management drone operations. So that authoritative data is critical. We also do use some of their tech. We integrate with some of their drone products as well. They use our API. So yeah, we're heavily integrated with the ESRI stack.
So why are you guys here? I mean, obviously you're leveraging ESRI as part of your stack, but you know, what do you hope to achieve at this particular conference?
Yeah, it's both, right? We do meet, hopefully, obviously, new users of our platform. That's the main one. But we do spend time with ESRI, their tech team, their integration teams, right? So to make sure that we know what's coming in the future, we want to be prepared for that. So yeah, it's multi-purpose for us. And then again, you know, it's always great to catch up with people in the industry as well. Yeah.
Hey, big news, Airspace Link, by the way, very involved in the FIFA World Cup. I know you guys were powering many different states.
Yeah.
Hopefully get some stories out about that
absolutely.
soon. But before you go, Sonny, tell everybody how they can reach you here if they're here, or otherwise how they can learn about Airspace Link.
Yeah, obviously we're here. They can come by the booth. We're in 1829. Otherwise, they can contact us. They can go to our website, airspacelink.com. If they want to contact me, sonny.beach@airspacelink.com. That's an O and a double E, so neither one spelled like you would think.
Okay, there you go. All right, well, very good. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thanks
Don.
for your
Appreciate
support,
it.
man.
Absolutely.
All right,
Appreciate it.
I believe we've got ESRI next, so come on down. You can hold that mic, or all right, you're very tall. You are like super tall, so come on over here.
Would you like me to take a seat?
Come on over this way. All right, I think you're in the screen. Yes, we are. Okay, perfect. So who are you?
I'm Jeremiah Johnson.
Yeah.
I'm a lead solution engineer. I specialize in drones and imagery here at ESRI.
Okay, drones and imagery at ESRI.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about this conference. I mean, it's pretty ginormous.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a massive conference. There's just shy of 20,000 people
20,000 people
on site, and then a few more thousand logging in online, watching sessions, watching some of the live things that we have going on yesterday. So yeah, it's a pretty engaging event. It's incredible seeing people here for the first time.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many people here, and there are still thousands here for the first time. It's really exciting.
Okay, very good. So what's the kind of the big news for ESRI? What did you announce here?
Well,
I know you've got a lot of announcements, but give me one. Just give me one.
We're here talking about these new ways to use 3D. And
3D.
so
Okay.
in my world, I'm drones and imagery. So we are talking about Gaussian splats, artificial intelligence, and combining the two.
Okay.
So we have foundational 2D and 3D content that's now generated through our photogrammetry tools.
Okay.
Gaussian splats is a brand new 3D layer type. That,
Gaussian splat.
Yes.
I love the lingo. Yeah.
It's incredible. So it's higher resolution than a 3D mesh, and it's a little bit more performant than a point cloud.
Yeah.
And it's a completely new format, so we don't necessarily compare the two, but if you're pulling in Gaussian splats that are already cloud optimized, you can bring all your GIS and other AI derivatives into this 3D space.
Are we talking like Iron Man? Like where he's just kind of moving things around?
Sometimes it feels like that.
In the air? Okay.
We have some incredible demos where we're able to fly through entire cities that were processed in this 3D format.
Well, I'll tell you, the use cases, just walking around, public safety, conservation, emergency management, construction, I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not using GIS, you're probably using it without your knowledge.
You don't even know. It's in your phone.
Yes,
it's everywhere.
Right. That's
yeah,
right.
Absolutely. All right. So what are you the most excited about this year?
So this year, we're really pushing this concept of foundational data anytime you need it. So we now have new ways of collecting data.
Yeah.
Satellites have become cheaper to launch, and we have imagery coming from space.
Yeah.
We have airplanes that are becoming more advanced, cheaper, better sensors.
Yes.
And then obviously we have drones and terrestrial capture that allows anybody to create foundational content whenever they want.
Yeah.
And so what we're talking about is we have this funnel of data, top of the funnel, and now the barrier of entry to create your own foundational data is so low.
So amazing.
And once you have that data into the top of the funnel, everything else just becomes so much easier.
All right, well, very cool. How can people learn more about ESRI? Where can they go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, besides coming here to San Diego.
If you're not here in sunny San Diego, there is an online registration for the conference. You can see some of these things being streamed.
And it's all week long.
All week long.
Today is really kind of the big kickoff.
This is just a kickoff.
Yeah.
That's right. We're here all week long. I'm here all week long.
All right.
Enjoying it. And outside of this, obviously, we have all of our videos that are going to be streamed and on demand later.
All right, well, check it out, everybody. If you're not here, you can dial in online and learn a lot more, ESRI.com. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
We're going to swap that mic out, get GeoQ in here. So GeoQ is in the house. You might have also heard of micro drones. That's them also. Come on up.
Hey, Don.
So tell everybody who you are.
Hey everyone, my name is Brett Bergdorf and I'm the marketing director at GeoQ. I want to thank you so much for having us here today, and I'd also like to thank Airspace Link for promoting this and sponsoring it. This is a great opportunity.
Awesome. Well, so we swim in the same circles. Yep. You and I talked. I see you at so many conferences. Tell everybody a little bit about what GeoQ is all about.
Sure. So GeoQ is a hardware and software provider, and we help geospatial professionals capture LiDAR and imagery. We've got our TrueView LiDAR product line that's going to have aerial LiDAR, mobile mapping, and our new handheld LiDAR systems, which we have
We've got a demo
right here.
We've got show and tell. I love it. Okay.
Yep. So I've also brought a coworker. Katie will be up next, but this is our TrueView Go. It's a handheld scanner, and we've got 3 products in this line. The 116, which is a 16-channel LiDAR and SLAM scanner with GNSS. So you can go indoors and outdoors. The next step up is a 132, which is basically double the density. And then the new Neo, which is our other handheld scanner that can be used primarily for indoors.
All right.
Yep.
So we got Katie now. We're swapping it. Okay, we are.
Not yet.
Yeah,
I'll finish
hurry
up.
up.
Yep.
Go.
Next up with LP360, that's our processing software. And we're celebrating 20 years. So we started in 2006. And on the LP360 side, it's a great fit for ESRI because it fits right into the workflow. So you can process, clean your LiDAR data, do QA, QC, and create your final deliverables. And the big buzzword now that everyone's involved with is AI.
AI.
We've got 4 new AI modules that fit right into our classification. So you can do the AI ground classification with a simple click. It'll bring your ground out. We've got Ground Plus, which will take care of trees, cars, rooftops, and everything else. And then we've got a forestry and a utility segment. So the whole different thing about GeoQ is we've got your hardware and your software, support, and training all tied together.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much. Let's get Katie in here.
Yeah, bring Katie
and then,
over.
Let's see, come on in. We'll swap her out, get that mic going on. All right, come on in, Katie. You're upside down, my friend, but it's all good. That's okay. So tell me what you got there.
I have our TrueView to Go Neo. It was introduced actually in February.
Okay.
And so this works on the inside, so you can scan inside. And right now it does a LAS file format. And next month we're going to be able to do an E57 with it.
Very nice.
Yes.
Let me turn this thing around, because I think this is where the LiDAR part of it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, very cool.
Okay.
So you guys have been here before.
Yes.
At many shows.
And many shows, about 13 years.
So what's different this year?
Um,
Give me a buzzword. What's the buzzword?
I think the buzzword is E57.
And what is that?
That is a file format for taking a scan and putting it into modeling software.
E57. I'm going to look that up later. See, I'm always learning at these things. E57, the format, it's the buzz this year. We'll learn
Absolutely.
more here shortly, but thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right. Next up, Wingtra is in the house.
Yeah.
Now, for those that follow me, you know I do a lot of stuff with drones. You know, Wingtra is one of the few drone companies actually here, and I've seen your bird, that beautiful orange bird, in a couple of different booths around the floor. So tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Yeah, so I'm Benton Zek. I'm regional sales manager for basically the southeastern United States for Wingtra. We are a tail-sitting VTOL drone that's used for surveying and mapping. So we do LiDAR, multispectral, and photogrammetry. We've got several different photogrammetry payloads. The drone looks like a Top Gun Maverick style aircraft, but it's fully autonomous. So a VTOL tail sitter is going to take off like a bottle rocket, transition at whatever height you set it to, turn into a fixed wing plane, map up to 1,000 acres in a single flight down to the square centimeter, and then it's going to come back and land like the SpaceX rocket. And all we do is focus on civil engineering, so Army Corps of Engineer, beach renourishment. We do everything from measuring the dirt and fit and cut and fill analysis on a data center construction site, stuff like that, to even geotagging fish traps in Zanzibar, Africa. So
I'll tell you what.
Anything you can think of, we can kind of do it.
I mean, Top Gun, SpaceX, you're throwing it all out there. I love it. So this is your second year here, if I recall correctly.
This is actually my third ESRI UC and my fifth overall.
Okay.
I think when I first started coming, we were one of the only drone companies.
On the floor at all.
Yeah, now you see it everywhere, because essentially a lot of the satellite imagery, you can get up to 25, 30 centimeters at most. We're down to get to, like millimeter level accuracy depending on what payloads you're using. So it's all different tools for different purposes, and mapping remote areas, environmental projects, anything you can think of.
I know you've been somewhat tied to your booth, but what's the most exciting thing you've seen here so far?
I'll be honest with you, the most exciting thing for me is the fact that we're going to be able to fly the drone right behind the booth, or right behind the convention center at 1:30 on Thursday. Last year, I was in charge with booking the Greyhound to go past the Budge Training Center in Coronado. Now we have full operations over people. We can fly directly over downtown areas. We have an integrated parachute approved by the FAA. So 1:30 Thursday behind the convention center in the park, we're launching the drone.
All right, you heard it here. Now, people aren't here. Are you going to be streaming that? Anybody see that?
I don't think we'll be streaming it, but somebody definitely will be filming it from ESRI. I think it's the only time that a drone has been launched on the conference property.
Well, I love that. Congratulations. That's
Thank you
cool.
so much.
Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
All right, you're going to give this to NV5. So NV5 is in the house. Once again, nice to see you.
Thank you.
Tell everybody who you are.
Hi, my name is Mark Congdon. I am the VP of Enterprise Solutions for NV5.
Okay, NV5.
Yeah.
Like, what do you guys do exactly?
Yeah, so we do data acquisition, data analysis. We talk about the concept of acquire, analyze, and answer. So we'll help you make business decisions with that data that we collect for you.
Okay, and you guys always have a huge presence, not only
We do.
here, but Geo Week.
Yeah.
I feel like GeoInt.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we're swimming in some of those same circles as well.
Sure.
So what, you've been here many years, I
have. Yeah, I think this is my 14th or 15th year.
14th or 15th?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so what would you say has what's the most radical change you've seen from the time you started coming to now?
Oh gosh. Well, so I started at Trimble actually back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're coming up soon, by the way.
They are, yeah. They're going to be next.
Okay.
And the hardware we had then was really different, but we used it differently as well. One of the exciting things I've seen here recently that's kind of cool is, the whole concept of digital twins took a little bit of a beating,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think part of the reason why is people collected them, but not really know what they wanted to do with them.
Okay.
I was actually meeting with a municipal utility in Texas not long ago,
Yeah.
and we were talking about it, and I was describing something. They said, if you mention digital twins, I'm out of here. He was joking.
No, yeah.
He was joking.
But like, what do they do with them now? Like,
Exactly. Well, that's the thing, right? Is so part of our enterprise asset management solution is to really utilize a digital twin in 3D asset management. And there's all kinds of amazing things you can do when you can visualize that data in 3D in some of the solutions, like we use the Trimble Unity product, and having those assets in 3D so much better than 2D. You can learn so much more, and you can get use out of that digital twin. It's not just a pretty picture to look at. You're actually putting it to work, which is fantastic.
Now, are people using AR and VR and like kind of immersing themselves in these digital twins? Like
sometimes, certainly like in a veg management situation, they do that. So you're outside looking at, trees and interacting with power lines and stuff.
Cool.
That's a great AR solution.
That is a great use case.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, how do people learn more about NV5? And more importantly, are you guys having a party? Because
we did last night. It was last night, yeah.
Dude, you didn't send me the invite.
I'm sorry, my bad.
So, I mean,
Next
usually
time.
they have, the copper mugs and, the series mules.
Yeah. We were out last night. We had 300 or 400 people come to our show, so it was really cool.
Well, very good.
We had
Next
fun.
year, I expect the invite.
You're there,
okay.
for sure.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
All right, next
You ready?
next
We'll bring
up.
in Lee.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right, Trimble is in the house.
Hello.
Nice to see you. So tell everybody who you are.
So I'm Lee Braybrook. I am the Strategic Accounts and Alliances Director for Trimble on the field systems side of the business.
Okay, and you've got an amazing accent, so where are you actually from?
Well, thank you very much. I'm from the UK, from London.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Now, most people know what Trimble does, but can you kind of give that high-level mission statement?
Yeah, so we are obviously here today, and we're incredibly pleased to be here today at the ESRI conference. Our solutions range the entire breadth and depth of the digital construction lifecycle, from that initial planning all the way through to the design, and then all the way through to execution. So solutions that allow you to construct a building, construct a road, construct a utility network, and we're here today at the show showing that.
Okay, very good. And I think you guys are platinum sponsors here.
Yes,
so.
we are. 27 years of working with ESRI.
27 years.
27 years of working with ESRI.
And this year,
yes.
Anything standing out as this is the thing this year?
I think there are two things that have stood out the most this year for me. I think that the ESRI are talking very much about the kind of outcome-driven digital twins. And obviously from a Trimble perspective, what we bring to the table with that is highly accurate geospatial data, the ability to capture reality very accurately. So those outcome-driven digital twins becoming the nervous system of an organization. And I would say also as well, I don't think you can get through an interview or a presentation without mentioning AI and the importance of AI and how that is changing the industry. So both of those technologies, I think, really have a kind of not just earned their place, but are now in the very fabric of the ESRI makeup.
So looking into my crystal ball, where do you see quantum coming to play?
Well, I think when. Well, I can't do forward-looking statements, but
his lawyers trained him well.
That's exactly. It's all the PR training. No, I would just say that the future of AI, geospatial to be embedded in AI is very important.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
All right, very cool. How do people learn more about Trimble? How can they reach you?
Come along to the Trimble stand. We've got a big presence down in the center of the expo hall, trimble.com. We would love to see you, and also we have socks. So come get those socks off us.
And you didn't bring me a pair.
Do you know what? I'm going to go away and bring it back right now.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Great to meet you.
Good to meet you.
All right. Next up. All right. We got Frontier Precision in the house. Now, come in. Probably everybody knows this guy because if you follow me, you're going to all the same shows and you've seen Frontier Precision everywhere. But for those that don't know, you tell them who you are.
Sure, thanks, Don. My name's Wyatt Robbins. I'm the UAS Sales Director for Frontier Precision.
All right, very good. Now, you guys have a big booth here. We just talked to Wingtra. They were one of the first ones with drones at the show. That was just a couple years ago.
Yep.
And here you are with all of your drones and ROVs and all these multi-domain vehicles.
Yeah.
How's it going? What's the reception you're getting from this geospatial crowd with the kind of hardware that you bring to the table?
Yeah, I think drones are definitely a buzzword this year, especially at ESRI. I think the big topic is how do we bring drones into the GIS ecosystem?
Yep.
From data collection to actual usability.
Yeah.
So obviously, Frontier, we are a geospatial equipment provider. You know, you just had Trimble on, I think, a moment ago. So obviously, our background for 30 plus years has been geospatial equipment. The last 10 years, we've started a drone division, and that's been a rapidly growing business for us.
Yeah.
And at this show, we're showcasing
the nexus of those two.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And specifically in the drone space, you know, non-Chinese drones is the hot topic. So our focus is what drones can we provide for users to replace their Chinese systems.
Yeah.
So
how's that going, by the way?
Very, very good. I think
all
obviously
right.
there's a lot of supply chain issues and all that good stuff. But
Yeah.
we've kind of prepared ourselves the last few years to for this. You know, kind of saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah,
How do we help our customers bridge that gap? So we've been focusing on that for the last few years.
Okay. Well, excellent. Have you had a chance to walk around at all?
A little bit, not a ton, but
Okay. Just kind of the perspective you're coming from, connecting any dots. Is there anything you're seeing here? It's like, oh, these people over here should be working with these people over here, or these people over here should be working with us.
Possibly. I think this is my first UC, by
Trimble
the way.
socks, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Where's mine?
He's like, now you got it.
Oh, nice.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Ask and you shall receive.
You might have to repeat the question, but I will say
It's connecting dots. Like,
Okay.
you know, yeah.
This is my first UC, by the way. So I've never been to ESRI.
Well, even
Frontier's
better, like,
been here,
because this
but
is fresh. Like, when
Yeah.
you sing, like, yeah, here's the connection.
just from the conversations I've had, I mean, we're talking with people who are doing underground utility inspection to invasive species mapping. So I think the big takeaway for me is just the scale of, obviously I'm talking about drones, but the scale of ESRI and GIS and how that integrates to everything everybody's doing.
Everywhere. Okay. For anybody here, what's your booth number? And if they're not here, how do they reach you?
Sure, yeah. Booth 419, if you want to come by, check out our drones, radio detection, and email uas@frontierprecision.com. My name's Wyatt Robbins. Feel free to reach out.
And I suspect you're going to see this guy, commercial UAV, in Las Vegas in a couple months.
Yep.
By the way, everybody, big party Monday night, August 31st, Spandex Nation, Carnival Court, 7:30. Be there. We're throwing another blowout. You should come.
All
right. So very good. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Wyatt.
Don.
All right. Let's get do you next. I'm going to get this guy next. All right. We've got so many people lined up here. Okay, this is upside down. All right. Okay, perfect. You're in there. BJ, this guy is with Assured Safe. He was on our podcast back in March. I'm going to say, Public Safety Month. BJ, tell everybody who you are and what you do.
BJ McClinton, Associate Director for Assured Safe. We are a public safety and first responder training program for integrating UAS into emergency response, emergency management, and disaster recovery work. We actually fall under the Assure umbrella, which is the FAA Center of Excellence, so it connects a lot of dots nationwide. And so we have a nationwide training program for getting training out to first responders everywhere.
Now, first response is and emergency management, disaster, incident response is a big part of ESRI. And you were at the Safety and Security Summit that they held specially this weekend, Saturday, Sunday as well. We saw each other there. What was your takeaway from that?
Very good. GIS, a big part of emergency response. When you talk about tracking, when you talk about keeping up with assets, all the integrations you use for your resources, for your people, and just the emergency management aspect of things. And then for us, as we integrate drones, into that workflow, drones are touching every industry right now, and it's coming very big in public safety. So looking at the tools, at how those softwares can be integrated into workflow for those drones, or using drones to integrate into it just helps expedite those processes, makes things more efficient, more safely. And so that's where we're coming from.
So you guys do a lot of training for public safety. Are you incorporating kind of this GIS, this visualization, workflow stuff into that training?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so the first trainings we started with were for FEMA. So doing a disaster mapping, management, recovery work, doing damage assessments, and so actually using ESRI ArcGIS products into those workflows. And so teaching first responders not only, the safety portion of integrating drones, utilizing drones, but then also for that data collection piece, how do you incorporate that into the workflow? So using those products to get a disseminatable product from your drones and the data that you collect.
Absolutely. It's all about the data, folks, and that's actually what ESRI's about too.
Absolutely.
So BJ, by the way, behind the scenes has been kindly timing all of these things for me. So thank you for that. Really appreciate you. So how do people learn more about Assured Safe, and where will they find you next?
So they can go to our website, assuredsafe.org, or www.assuredsafe.org. We've got more information there. We've been increasing our social media presence on LinkedIn and other social media sites. As far as where they can find us next, I will be at Commercial UAV. Sorry about that, at the end of August 1st of September. But then also hitting some of our trainings around the nation and supporting those as we have so many going on.
Yeah, and fun fact, Assured Safe is actually a media partner for Autonomy Global. I think we're going to have an article together soon, I believe. But you can check out some information on the Autonomy Global website as well, as BJ's Dawn of Drones podcast is also up there as well. So thank you so much, my friend.
Yes,
great to have you.
Anytime.
Okay, who's next? I'm not saying who's next. Just jump in. All right. This amazing woman I met over a wonderful ESRI lunch the other day. I actually had the opportunity to interview not only her, but her entire team out of New Zealand. First of all, I'm going to butcher the name, so say it for everybody.
My name or
No,
the
the organization
Yeah.
and then your name.
Yeah, so I'm from Kaingaroa Tipu in Rotorua, New Zealand. And my name's Laura Liliko'i Lima. I'm the geospatial manager there. And the forestry company has one of the largest land holdings in New Zealand with over 580,000 acres of forest.
So originally from San Diego, this is her hometown, now living in New Zealand, working with the indigenous tribes there to manage this beautiful piece of land that's all about conservation and sustainability and leveraging LiDAR, drones, AI for all of these things. So I love your mission and I love what you do. I'm so excited about it. What are you so excited about here, like as you're walking around?
I think it's really cool to see the advancements that are happening, especially in the multi-sensor sort of approach. We're seeing a lot of really good capability in the drone space, in the LiDAR space, and that's what we use every day in all of the decisions we make at KT. So, you know, it's only going to get more interesting and more dynamic.
Yeah, so is there any thing here that you're like, oh, we have to be talking to them, or we need a little bit of that?
So one of the things that we've been doing a lot with is trying to do automations and a lot of deep learning in the imagery space. So the advancements that we are able to get with as the FME capability and being able to automate most activities will be able to release the kind of capacities constraints that geospatial people are generally under by doing automations and letting machine learning, not loose, but like getting it integrated into every single thing we do, specifically around like change detection when it comes to satellite imagery, and then the
and she's talking about forest
capability.
canopies or the trees themselves. Yeah. Okay. FME, you used an acronym. What does that stand for? See, everybody's got these buzzwords.
It's feature manipulation engine.
Okay, thank you. All right, very good. Now we understand what you're talking about. Or at least I do. I mean, maybe some people learned about that just now too. So very cool. How can people learn, besides the article that's coming out soon, check that out on Autonomy Global, how else can they learn about KT and all the great work you guys are doing?
Yeah, so you can go to our website at kt.co.nz. That's how they say it in New Zealand.
Yep.
Or you can email us directly if you're interested in the geospatial function at geospatial at kt.co.nz.
Yay. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for
you.
joining
Thanks for
us.
your time.
This was a last minute, she was a last minute ad, but after I interviewed her yesterday, I'm like, you got to join us. So thank you so much.
Yeah,
thank you. All right. SBS.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right, they're fighting over the microphone.
2:30 meeting
Okay,
already, so I'm
we've
gonna
got
go.
Bill Lakeland here. He is the CEO of Spexy. So Spexy, you guys, are you out of Canada?
We're out of Vancouver, Canada.
Vancouver, Canada. Tell everybody a little bit about what Spexy is all about.
Well, Spexy is all about creating a new global image layer from the air. So aerial data collected from a decentralized network of drone pilots, flying micro drones, super standardized, 1-inch data over right now cities across North America and moving into the UK. Super high-res data to be an underpinning of geospatial information. So whether that's new types of base maps like for Gaussian splats or orthophotos, just feeding into, piping this data into the ecosystems that use it.
So how does that, do you mesh with the satellite data, geospatial, normally, right, geospatial satellites? Are you meshing with that, or are you just adding another layer? How's this working?
We're essentially we're a new layer.
A new layer.
The layer is almost like a satellite layer where they're just constantly imaging the Earth.
Yeah.
We have a drone. This is a drone image layer that's constantly updating the built environment. We focus on the built environment infrastructure, where humans are with its infrastructure.
Okay.
We just update that at a cadence, at a fast cadence, and keep it alive. Keep that living.
What inspired you to do that?
I mean, I've been in air photo for a lot of years. I've owned a number of airplanes. I've been trying to fly higher resolution data faster with better unit economics.
And the micro drones are the way to go.
Micro drones are the way to go because they don't bother the public at the altitudes they're at. They're easy to access. The pilots want to fly them, and they automate really well. The data is incredibly good. It's very accurate, and we can create a new data layer almost anywhere.
Yeah. So, as a cert, do people tap into how do they access the data layer that your team is creating?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways. You can come straight to spexy.com to figure that out. We've actually just recently launched in the content store in ESRI. So actually ESRI users can actually
tap into it as part of their ArcGIS or whatever?
As part of their credit usage.
That's crazy.
So they can connect to us. I think the Planary that got called out a couple times yesterday as a new capability in the system. So yeah, we work with Skywatch and other distributors as well.
Yeah, very good, very good. All right, as you're walking around, I know you've got a meeting to go to, and I know you've been somewhat tied to your booth as well, but what's the most interesting thing you've seen this year?
I mean, I am a guy that's fixated on a better base map of the world. So some of the visualizations, even that ESRI's doing with some of their reality technology right now and what they're doing with some of the data.
Beautiful.
I mean, it's real.
It's
incredibly real data.
It is.
And it's incredibly up-to-date data. And seeing how that can connect to a business system and create more value than ever before, those opportunities and the visual and what that can do is, for me, the most exciting.
All right, very cool. How do people learn more about Spexy and how can they reach you?
Spexy.com. I'm Bill Lakeland. Feel free to reach out. And Spexy.com. Everything.
There you go. And he's got the whole Canadian accent going too. I love it. All right, have a great meeting. Thanks for joining us. All right, I'm thinking almost last but not least here, SBS reached out to me and said, hey, we're going to be at this show. And I said, well, then you should be on our live stream. So, hello.
Hello.
Tell everybody who you are.
Jeremy Mills. I'm our AEC business lead for Spatial Business Systems. We're a provider of intelligent design solutions that are built on top of Autodesk tools.
Okay. Now, if memory serves, you focus more on the energy sector. Is that correct or no?
So we focus mostly on the electric distribution and gas space, along with telecom service providers. But, myself, I get to deal with all of our architecture, engineering, and construction companies.
Okay, amazing. Very cool. So you guys were just recently acquired, or did you acquire? I forget. There's another company involved in your title.
So we were recently acquired by a company called Enverus.
Enverus. Okay, Enverus. E-N.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. Okay, very cool. And you guys have that booth over there.
Booth 1013.
How's it going?
It's going really great. And I've heard you ask a closing question that I found really interesting. What's really excited you? What have you seen that's really kind of new thing? And for me, I think as an engineer, right, that spent a lot of time in this space, transitioned to a software company, now working with utilities and engineering firms that are seeking to do work different than they've always done.
Absolutely.
Leveraging good GIS data as a starting point for that. Every year I've seen, this is my third year attending, I see new innovations, new technologies, but at the core, it's the same conversations. Here's my pain points.
Okay.
Here's what I need to do with my GIS data.
Right.
I need to be inside of a CAD-based design tool that has intelligence to it such that when I'm drawing that electric circuit and I cross a fire-hardened boundary with the GIS attribution that tells me that information's there, now I can actually have material that's to that spec automatically.
Yeah. And that's what you do?
And that's what we do
and
in
that's
our
what they do.
utility.
So you heard the call and you answered that call.
Correct.
All right, so you're getting good traction at the booth.
We're getting great traction
Excellent.
at the booth, and most recently it's been our release of a Revit-based solution that's been a key interest to a lot of people.
And what is it called?
It's called BIM Substation Designer.
BIM Substation Designer.
Correct.
Okay, very cool. All right, tell everybody just a little bit about that.
So BIM Substation Designer is, again, a Revit-based substation design tool. But like the rest of our solutions, the goal is to have utility-specific workflows and automations built into kind of the standard platforms.
And then popping out a report.
And then producing intelligent bills of materials without having to do a lot of rework and producing, 2D drawings off of a model-based design. But then if I go kind of pivot back to our distribution solution, we can then take that data and put it back into the GIS when we're done. Okay, well, very cool, very cool. How can people learn more about SBS and where can they find you? So they can find us at booth 213, spatialbiz.com. You can find me on LinkedIn, Jeremy Mills. Really excited about our design conference coming up August 3rd through 5th in my hometown, Savannah, Georgia. All right, well, fun fact, you can actually load that event for free on Autonomy Global if you'd like to market that. So self-serve, there's a form, do it up. Excellent. All right, excellent. Thanks for having me. All right, appreciate absolutely, thanks. And last but not least, we've got a very tall gentleman here. All right, let's make sure. You're in there.
Okay, and we got sound. Good.
And you got sound.
All right.
From ESRI.
Yes.
And I love the name.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, tell them your name.
Yeah, so Andy Reed, VP of Global Government Solutions here at ESRI. So I lead the side of our business that curates geospatial analyses of floods, wildfires, earthquakes, tsunamis, and other phenomena, persistent monitoring things that we need to watch. And we pipe that into ARC systems for our clients all around the world.
Okay, so you guys have satellites then?
Yes, we own and
operate. So tell them exactly what you do.
Yeah, we own and operate the world's largest synthetic aperture radar constellation. So we have 82 satellites in the constellation. We're more than doubling that in the next year.
Whoa.
And so we can revisit anywhere on Earth, see through clouds, through smoke, through nightfall, what's happening on the ground really clearly. And that's what empowers us to service our ISR users and others who like really persistent collections for targeting or other intelligence purposes. But my side of the business is focused on the geospatial solutions that we can generate using that as a base layer to help first responders know exactly where to fly when a flood happens, or know exactly where to drop off critical facilities, etc. So critical supplies, So we intersect really closely with ESRI.
That's what I was going to ask. How do you actually plug in with ESRI?
Yeah, so 95% of my clients around the world are ArcGIS users, and so emergency operations centers are powered by ESRI, and we seamlessly fit in, so they have almost a live feed of the depth and extent of the flooding, or the buildings damaged by a wildfire, or buildings damaged by an earthquake or a wind event, and so it's real-time information that can help drive life-saving decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. We were talking about this earlier. You guys are in the background, but you are you're out there, right? You're doing it with ESRI. Public safety is leveraging the data that you guys are generating. What other market use cases? I heard ISR that evokes defense applications. What other ones?
So actually, we have our clients in deforestation monitoring.
We just had KT on from New Zealand talking about this.
Yeah, so we help monitor where deforestation is emerging and what's happening as it's actually ongoing.
Okay.
Really valuable for law enforcement or regulatory bodies. And essentially, we're bringing a fidelity and a persistence to that has not been available. So you can see through gaps in the trees where the first infrastructure is being put, or if a site is still active. So Jane Goodall Institute actually has an awesome feature on us upstairs by the map gallery, where you can see how they're using SAR to save their conservationist lives by having them avoid areas where activity is taking place in the jungle and better, preserve the habitat for chimpanzees.
All right.
And we got an amazing shout out yesterday, what's really exciting, from the Jamaican Prime Minister, actually, during his speech.
Yeah?
He mentioned ISI. We provided a lot of support to them through the ESRI disaster response program after Hurricane Melissa. And so we helped them assess thousands and thousands of buildings for damage immediately after the event, which is a process which would have taken months and months, and instead it was done in days, which was really cool.
That's incredible. Well, very important mission. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for your patience and waiting around.
Of course.
We had a huge blob of people back there,
it was cool.
and I'm like, whatever, grab a mic. So
it was
really
cool.
appreciate you, my
really
friend.
Really cool to hear about everything.
Yeah,
Thank you.
great to meet you.
Cheers.
Thank you so much. Well, everybody, I think that's all she wrote for now. We are out here from the ESRI User Conference in amazing San Diego, California. Until next year, well, actually, you'll see me before that, because I think the next thing I'll be at, commercial UAV. Once again, fabulous Las Vegas. Come a little early. Party Monday, August 31st, Carnival Court. Spandex Nation will be on the stage. It's going to be a rager. I'm going to have a sign up here soon. We're out here. Thank you so much. Bye.